Welcome to Pro Cycling Bets, preview of the Critérium du Dauphiné, 8 stages, 1 time trial, starts June 4th. The GC defying stages should be 7 and 8. It's a backloaded, heavy stage race. Basically the prelude to the Tour de France. The Critérium brings down the most prestigious riders from the altitude camps to test the legs prior to the most prestigious race of the year. Previous winners last year was Primož Roglič and Vingegaard in second and Ben O'Connor in third. We won't have Pog this year, obviously, because he just got back on his bike after the broken wrist from Bastogne-Liège, but we hope to see him at the Tour de France performing his best, so we have an exciting event there. This multi-day event is back-end heavy again, so if you're placing each way bets, ensure you have riders that can climb, and don't be forlorn if your picks are looking down out the first few days. You know, there's definitely a possibility that they'll come back at the end of the race. Start list is still thin, but it's coming. Most of the team should lock in their start list within the next 24 hours, hopefully. It looks like Mentier's Lewis is going to be going. He's always great as he just rides his own race. He actually hopped up 20 spots on GC in the final day of the Giro di Sicilia, and we're thinking he might do the same thing here. We don't think he'll be value. We think the betting markets will actually place him probably pretty low down there, but you know, might still be worth it. In terms of value picks from our eyes, it's always worth scanning the debutants, so the first-time riders. We got Oscar Onley and Max Poole from DSM. They've been performing remarkably well. Ciccone from Trek might be there, and potentially a dark horse. He placed 7th at Catalunya, 5th at Adriatico, and he managed to nab 5th at La Flèche on the Mur de Huy. And we're expecting, you know, with the climb-heavy nature at the end, that he could perform well here too. Ben Turner as a good dark horse sprinter, beating Wallens, Trentin, Moose, and Menton earlier in the year in a bunch sprint. We think that the betting markets will have him pretty long on most of the sprints, but we still think he might steal one, so could be something there. Top teams are obviously UAE, Jumbo-Visma, Movistar. Movistar is bringing Jorgensen and Mas, and we're interested to see if they let Jorgensen be the leader here, but given that he's recently signed with Jumbo, you probably not. Stage 1 is a Ben Healy-esque stage, if you've ever seen one. You know, climbs no longer the 1 kilometer repeated multiple times. The descent at the end seems a little gnarly, given it's so close to the finish line. And if a break hasn't formed, then it could be a little dangerous, but hopefully not. Stage 2, it's got 1.3 kilometer kicker at 5.1% at the end, which could prove to be decisive, especially with the Côte de Gruit right beforehand, which is another 1 kilometer at 7.5%. Less likely to be a bunch sprint in our opinion though. Stage 3, a break should be able to form out of the initial climb of 5.8 Ks at 5.4% and stay away till the final climb. None of the climbs are really hard enough to drop the sprinters though, so it could be a toss-up between a bunch sprint or a breakaway win. Stage 4 is the ITT, decent climb at the start, which could be better for the lighter ITTers. It's about 30 kilometers, which is a decent chunk for a time trial. Some people are better suited to 20 kilometer time trials. Stage 5, it's a legal descent finish only because the climb prior is 3.5 kilometers at 9.2%, which is steep and should be long enough and steep enough to form a break and stretch the peloton. And we can expect some GC action or a decent Rouleur Ponchière win. Stage 6, finally some climbs are happening. We got 7.7K at 6%, and then a hilltop finish of 2.4 at 7%. GC action or a strong hill climber should prove to do well here. Stage 7, they've backloaded this beast for sure. 25 kilometers at 6.1% of Col de la Madeleine in the middle, and then another 18.3 Ks at 5.7% of Col du Merlard, and then finishing on Col de la Croix de Fer of 13.1 Ks at 6.1%. Hopefully an exciting GC day. I would definitely think a strong climber will take the win here. And finally, stage 8, 3 long climbs punctured this stage right near the end. GC action will be attempted if it's still close. Finishes with a 1.8 climb of an intense 14%. a punchy GC candidate who has survived to the end should be able to take the win. We'll see. It's going to be an exciting race, to say the least. We hope everyone watches, gets excited for the tour. And overall, remember to like, subscribe, comment. Happy to have some debates in the comments below. Who you think is going to win? What will be the action? All that jazz. Ciao.